How's it going? What's happening? Man, I need to shave, don't I? Some crazy football games today. What happened to the Steelers, for the love of God? And I've made a post, hey, don't write off the Steelers because they scored. Yeah, Steelers didn't do so well. Jim Weaver, my brother. Hey, I was actually going to use you as an example, Jim. So, hey, Danielle Rowe, Richie Bello, Matt Warren, Robert C. Stern, how are you all doing? Danielle, thank you so much for sharing. I appreciate you sharing. Cannot believe, I think it was all a setup. I think it was totally a setup. What's up, Michael Fafrick? How you doing, bro? So, listen, I came up with this thought because, you know, I've sat at literally, I'll bet you I've sat at 10,000 kitchen tables doing home improvement sales. And I mean, of all kinds. And, you know, back when I was doing it, there was no such thing. Richard Trevino, what's up? Mike Tyler, how you doing? Laura, how are you? So when I was doing in-home sales, there was no such thing as social media. I mean, there was, but it wasn't like it is today, right? So, like, I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, you know, if I was selling cars, which I've never sold cars in my life, so, you know, that's right, Eric. Back in my day. Jennifer Gluckow, how are you? There's the better half of Mr. Jeffrey Gittimer is in the house. Lori Jackson, how are you? And Jennifer is known as Sales in a New York Minute. She's awesome. So if I were in-home sales, Channing, hey brother, how you doing? Billy Joe, what's up? So if I was doing in-home sales or I was selling cars, one of the very first sales that I would make, to each and every customer, every single one is I would say, Dan Keller, how you doing? One of the very first things I would do with each and every customer, I walked into their home, whether it was selling them a water purification system, selling them a bathroom remodel, selling them a car. If I'm working on a car lot, one of the very first things I would do is I would send them a friend request on Facebook. I would strike up a conversation. I would, excuse me, I just had dinner, so, but anyway, I would get the conversation rolling, and I would, as quickly as possible with that potential customer or client, Greg Crane, how you doing up there in Canada, eh? So I would, as quickly as possible, try to send them some sort of a friend request on Facebook. I would say, hey, are you on Facebook? Yeah. Oh gosh, I love helping my customers and promoting them on Facebook and stuff. Here, I'm going to send you a friend request. And I get my phone out right there. And right, Jim's a perfect example. Rebecca Chernick is in here. Wow. Hey, Rebecca, how are you? So I would, and Jim and I had a conversation. I told him to do this, and he told me it worked perfectly. So, you know, if you're walking into somebody's home, you know, it's like Zig Ziglar says, it's like Jeffrey Gittimer says, you know, people don't like to be, hey, Jen, by the way, there's some big Gittimer fans on here, by the way. Hey, Becky, how are you? So, if I were going into a customer's home, or I was selling them a car or anything, one of the first things I would do is I would try to become friends on social media with them. Hey, what are you doing on Twitter or LinkedIn or Facebook or whatever? Tell Mr. Gittimer I said, what is going on? So, and I tell him I texted him the other day. I should have texted you. You're the one that returns them quicker. Anyway, so I know he gets slammed. So plus the Eagles, you know. But and I realized I sent him that text message just as the Eagles game was starting. So there's that too. But if you're selling somebody something, you're going in as a salesperson for a car. If you're working at a dealership, if you're selling them home improvement of some kind, whatever it is, one of the first things I would do is send them a friend request on Facebook. I would right in front of them. I'd say, "Hey, I'm going to look you up. What's you're in? Okay, let me send you a friend request." Boom. So I send you Dale Childress, my brother. How you doing, man? So I'd say, there, I sent you a friend request. Get your phone out and accept me. Come on, man. I need to feel accepted. Accept the friend request, please. Let's go. Boom. Now you've got a friend. Now what's Zig Ziglar say? Zig Ziglar said people like to buy from people that they know, like, and trust. They're friends, right? So, and Gitomer said that. Grant Cardone said that. You've got to make a friend first, right? Before you worry about making a sale. So now I'm not saying that it's wrong to go straight for the close. I'm just saying that to me, that seems like it would make it a lot harder. So if you go in and you say, look, I like building friendships with my customers, especially on social media. And then, so now you've got this friend. More than likely you've sold them at some point if you're any good at all. And when you go to leave, you say, "Hey, let me get a picture of you guys together. Let's do a selfie. All of us do a selfie. Let's do a picture of you guys. Like maybe you're selling them siding or windows or whatever. Let's get a picture of you guys out front in front of the old house because it's going to look brand new. I want a before and after of you guys." And you get a picture of them. You say, "Hey, I'm going to throw this up on Facebook and thank you for your business and tag you. You okay with that?" And yeah, okay, cool. And then all of a sudden, Mr. and Mrs. Jones and their 400 friends or whatever on Facebook all see you, that you tag them. And then all of a sudden you have all of these referrals coming in. So I'm not saying it works in every case. I'm just saying that if you do that and you use the power of social media and you use the power of genuinely caring about having a good, solid relationship with people, and you're genuine and you mean it, like you can seriously. And by the way, I keep seeing people share this. Thank you for all the shares. Peter Getchell, how you doing, brother? Jerry Acuff, Jordan Thomas, Samuel Sneed. I want to say hi to everybody. So yeah, Jim Weaver, selfie in front of the house did it too, and made an ad out of it. There you go. So you can put that out on social media and get their permission, and now they're a friend of yours and they purchased from you. So thank you for sharing, Jim Weaver. I appreciate you, brother. So yes. So let's, just remember that you can use, thank you for sharing, Becky Chernick. I appreciate that. So you can get these people. Deb Ballinger, thank you for sharing. If I've missed anybody, I sincerely apologize. They're popping in like crazy. I appreciate all the shares. So when you're in a selling situation, obviously you want to take down any potential objections that they would have up front. And especially in home sales, if you're selling any kind of a home improvement, or sorry, dude, or if you're selling every in-home salesperson that's a contractor, the customer's not used to a professional salesperson that's got somebody that really is genuine. They just have contractors show up and go, "Here's your estimate, call me if you want it," right? I mean, that happens quite often. So if you do things that like separate you from everybody else in your industry, like, hey, you know what? One of the first things I like to do with my customers is connect on Facebook, because, it just seems to be a great place to just have a good relationship and keep things moving. And with me, it's not just I'm here to make the sale and that's it. It's not a wham bam thank you ma'am. It's not that. It's I want a relationship. I want you to send me, because we're going to do an amazing job on your siding or your windows or your this car that you're looking at. If I'm a car salesperson, this is a lifetime relationship I'm hoping to build here, because I want referrals and I want you to come back when you're tired of this car and get your next car. So let's get to know each other and be friends on Facebook. And then what happens is now you enter the sales process, but you're not entering it just as a salesperson. You're entering it now as a friend. And it just becomes a little bit different. So that's just something I would do. I obviously I have a lot of friends on social media. Excuse me. And I've had a add you? I'll add you to the stream. Is that what you're asking, dude? Is that what you're asking? Melanie Walls, there's my sister Melanie. James Matherly, how you doing? Dan, are you asking me? Okay, I'll add you, bro. Here, I'm bringing Dan. I'm bringing Dan on. Dan is freaking phenomenal. Dan.
Yo.
What's up, dog?
I am driving. Late night donut run for my wifey.
Oh God. Nice, dude.
Hey, so listen, one of the ways I've got sales, kind of what you're talking about, adding people on Facebook, right? I tell people, hey, I don't want you to do research on my company. Do research on me. See the type of person I am. See what kind of character I have. See what kind of friends I have on Facebook, right? And because of that, I've probably closed 15 to 20% more sales in the last 6-7 months.
That's right. Jerry Marshall, what's up, dog? That's right, dude. That's what it takes, man. And when you're active on social media and when you're actually, I'm sure you do what I'm talking about, don't you?
Yeah, for sure.
I
have to delete people now when I have to add a customer, but so you better be active on my social media.
Right. Yeah.
You know?
I'm with you, dude. I'm with you. So look, Samuel says, let's hear some golden ideas to sell, brothers.
What are you trying to sell?
Come on, man. Yeah, it depends on what you're trying to sell, I guess. But for me, like, I don't care. I was talking to somebody today and I said, they're in the car business. I said, I've never sold a car in my life, but if I was in car sales, auto sales, and I was working on a lot, I would, as soon as possible, before we even decided on which car, I would try to get you in as a friend on Facebook, because I know that at that point, if we're friends, there's a way better chance that you're going to buy from me, and then build that relationship out.
Yep, for sure.
Yeah.
A house,
cool,
right
dude.
Now. You're trying to sell a house. You want some ideas how to sell a house?
Wow.
Do everything different than everybody else is doing. There's a billion real estate agents. Find something that they're not doing and do it.
I would do that for sure. Trying to think of, everybody's now building separate little pages for the house address, stuff like that. Have a family estate to close out. Thinking of ridiculous open house.
How ridiculous you want to get? I have a good idea, but I don't know how much you want to spend. Nihad, what's going on? Hey, so Samuel, here's what I would do, depending on the cost of the house, right? Get it furnished, furnish the house, and then give away every single piece of furniture you furnished it with.
Oh, so there you go.
How about that?
You'd have to have some margin in that, but yeah, for sure.
So it'd have to be an expensive house, but
he said Grant Cardone ridiculous. Give them $1 million to buy your house, dude.
There you go.
That's Grant Cardone ridiculous right there. But look, I for me, it's more about, sales has always been about making a good connection and a legitimate connection. And, I think that if you can make a friend with anybody you're trying to bring on, whether it's selling them a water purification system, a website in my case, or a house or whatever, ways to connect with people on a friend level. People like to do business with and buy from their friends, man.
I agree with that to
Agreed?
a certain extent, because if you become too friendly, it's easy to tell friends no as well.
True.
So so with your customers, I agree with becoming their friend, right? But you don't want them.
Yep.
You don't want to become their best friend yet. Maybe after the sale.
No. Right. No, I didn't say become best friends. I'm talking about becoming a friend and being able to, because if you're any good, you're going to be a high percentage closer. And at the end, you can tag them. I mean, it's the after the sale result that I'm looking for, because if I'm friends with you on Facebook and I've got the deal done with you because of a lot of other factors. Obviously, if you're trying to sell me a water purification system for $50,000 and I know I can get it for 4,000 somewhere else, well, dude, I'm probably not going to buy from you regardless of how long we've been Facebook friends.
Right. Very true.
You know?
People buy from
Right.
people they know, like, and trust, right?
That's it. That's it, dude. That's it. So anyway, all right, bro. So are you getting donuts?
Yeah, I pulled into the parking lot so we can
What
chat.
kind of donuts? What kind of donuts we getting?
I'm getting my wife chocolate frosted donuts and my son a plain bagel with cream cheese.
What? But where? What donut place?
Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh, nice. I thought you were gonna say Krispy Kreme.
Dude, I would like it. That sounds good right now.
What, Krispy Kreme?
Yeah.
I know. I'm with you, dude. I'm with you.
Beware of the friend zone.
Yeah.
You end up getting paid in cheeseburgers. Huh. Right.
That's true. That's true. I agree.
For sure.
I agree, man. I agree. I had a conversation with Jim Weaver quite a while ago, and he was looking for some creative ways. And I said, dude, try request being a friend with him on Facebook while because you're when you do an in-home sales, I mean, you never walk in and go straight to the close. You just don't do that. Unless you want to fail, because people don't buy that way. So, when you're doing your warm up, your intro, and you're warming up and all that, try to work in Facebook, try to become friends with them on Facebook. And Jim did that on the next, I think he said the next appointment. Jim went at the very next appointment after our conversation, and he got a picture with him in front of the house, and things really turned out well for him in that. So I think that, and again, it's going to be different with some people. Some people are going to be like, no, I'm not on Facebook. No, I don't accept friends from people I just met.
Right.
I mean, you're going to have that. But I'm just saying it's a way to increase. It's a way to increase. If you do it and 5 out of 10 accept your friendship, then you can tag them and all of their friends see that you were there and they bought new windows from you or a new water purification system or whatever it is, then you got more referral potential there.
But also make sure you're very careful what you post on Facebook. If you're out drunk watching the football game last night acting like a dumbass, and then you request the next customer to be your friend, you might not get the sale because of your Facebook. So,
well, and that's that's kind of I assume you're not posting dumb stuff on Facebook.
Hey, some people do, but
I know they do.
I don't think anybody watching this would because of the title of it, because of you, right? But I think some people definitely post stupid crap on Facebook. I've not hired people because of stuff they posted on Facebook. So.
Yep, me too. I've done the same exact thing, man. Same exact thing. Yeah.
Cool, man. I gotta go get donuts.
All right. Well, that's all I wanted to talk about, man. Thank you for jumping on, bro. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. I'll talk to you soon.
All right. We'll see you, dude. Enjoy your donuts. I think so. So yeah, that's really all I want to talk about is it's a way for you to, if you try it 10 times and 5 out of 10 accept a friend request from you while you're sitting there in their house or they're on your car lot, and then you're able to tag them on Facebook, and that's going to get shared out to all of their friends immediately. It hits their timeline and their friends. It just gives you an opportunity to get some referrals that you may not have had otherwise. So that's all I wanted to talk about. I wanted to hop on and talk about that. I appreciate all of you. Thank you. Seriously, thank you for all the shares. You guys are freaking awesome. Appreciate all the shares. Appreciate the hearts, the likes, the love. And I will see each and every one of you later. Thank you. Appreciate it. Have a great night. Peace out.